Hey everyone, welcome back. Let's break down why the Bank of Canada didn't cut interest rates in April 2025, even though a lot of people were expecting it. So let's get into it. The first one is inflation. Yes, headline inflation dropped to about 2.3%. That's really close to the Bank of Canada's target of 2%. But core inflation, the stuff that doesn't really bounce around month to month, stayed the same and stayed stubbornly high. Plus, with US tariffs and Canada's retaliation, the bank worried that prices could actually go up. The second reason why the Bank of Canada didn't cut its overnight lending rate or policy rate in April was that the economy is slowing. So GDP, which measures growth, cooled off after a strong 2024, and the job market has started to show some cracks. So a drop in employment in March and softer wage growth was one of the reasons why, well, the Bank of Canada would normally push rates to come down, but they're kind of taking a wait and see approach because they have made 7 rate cuts in the last year, and they're just waiting to see how that works its way through the economy. The third reason why the Bank of Canada didn't cut its interest rates in April 2025 is, there's that wild card of the US has started a major trade war, especially with Canada. So, with new tariffs and supply chain issues, this is all impacting Canada's economy and leading to an uncertain future. I have actually had several conversations with clients recently about wanting to sort of refinance or early renew their mortgage just in case they lose their job. So, especially if you have debt outside of your mortgage, like line of credit debt or credit card debt or car loans, it might make sense to kind of consider refinancing early, especially if you work in an industry that might be affected by these tariffs. So, bottom line, inflation fully isn't tame. The economy is not crashing, but it's cooling. And with all that global uncertainty, that is one of the reasons why the Bank of Canada, these are some of the reasons why the Bank of Canada hasn't changed its policy rate for April 2025. So just to change gears a little bit, what does this mean for fixed rate mortgages? Because remember, when the Bank of Canada changes its overnight lending rate, that's going to impact your variable rate mortgage, fixed rate, variable rate mortgage, credit cards, and lines of credit. But for fixed rate mortgages, when the Bank of Canada makes this interest rate announcement, it doesn't directly change fixed rate mortgages right away. But it does send a message to the bond market, and bond yields are what's affecting fixed rate mortgages. And we've actually started to see an increase in the bond yields. And the reason for that is because of this bond sell-off recently. So I'm not going to get too far into the weeds, but my message to you is with fixed rate mortgages, we are starting to see some very good stability. Interest rates for fixed rate mortgages are very good right now, but they're starting to creep up. So, you know, get in early if you're going to renew your mortgage in the next year. So if you found this breakdown helpful, hit the like and subscribe button, and stay tuned for more rate updates from us. So great seeing you. Looking forward to connecting.